here to be used by Evil Geniuses to sort out who they want first. Here they go.
Star towards the back. Zelsa's going for the flash. A nice flash for the assist, but Cobb still turns. First blood into the round, as it's still going to be EG overtaking the retake onto the site. We're starting to tap onto the defuse, spraying through all of these smokes, but the high tides, the nebulas, it's working out, but it's not even at halfway. Back to a 3 versus 3. C9 is still spamming.
Wingman!
Halfway now, as a 2v2 now at the pillar. BCG and Com. What has the stick? It's still BCG! The 2K into the defuse. It was scrappy on that pistol, but now with weaponry, might get a little bit easier.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Run it back is thrown down. No guiding light to help, though, actually, just to run in. They're trying to figure it out. Now the Trailblazer comes through. A little disjointed on this take, but they're going to get their space.
Busio is not going to be afraid of any pressure because we do have a safe plant from the wall, so nobody's going to take more ground control in the middle of the site for C9. But at least we have 2 players in the back there. Cascade coming out for the defense. EG scaling back. Another nice flash, and Zelsa's there finally gets 2 with that Phantom. Rooney onto the board. 2 more players left. The bonus round for EG, leaving only Com by himself.
Round 1, Deja Vu. That's where we saw Zelsa's going down. He gets 2 frags this time out of that situation, so they rinse and repeat here. That's a hot foot coming in. Jake's going to be able to pick up the kill on Com. And Cloud9, yeah, go back to the pistol round. Straight up, it's left to Zelsa. A lot of weight on his shoulders to be the first one on every play. I love this. He can actually keep going. He's trying.
And Leaf gets 3 right there. Tried to go for the fundamentals that we talked about for EG. Yes, lower weaponry, but moving as a group. You salvage 1 Vandal behind, but you lose Eliza 3. So this is looking good enough for C9 to capitalize on a round. Of course, an eco that we saw coming out of EG. And what they were doing at the beginning of the round was trying to get the orb for themselves. Ethan with that right click will have the Seekers ready into the next round. But for the rest, it's still going to be a round coming in for C9, tying up this game 2-2.
Nice last frag there. And we see Zelsis on a just go forward. It's like, if you get kills, great. If you go down, great. You're getting...
The Seekers out too, just to see where C9, was it a fake or not? Now confirmed towards the A site. 40 seconds left on the clock. The lurk also from Jake is moving back towards the A site. And after this high tide, the bloodbath is coming.
Joggamo with 1 to start off, and they're going to start popping out of the woodwork here, Van Silly.
Wall has been broken, the plant and the res. Fighting right away. The second time here that Thrash comes out. And EG are coming for the retake. The late lurk is coming very soon as Rudy pushes in. Works out onto Busio. Player advantage still for EG. The defuse is being stuck. And Jake runs through, but it's not going to work. BCJ with the kill, and EG gets to the... So that nobody pushes forward and tries to gang up on him, but still funnels C9 into the A site where there's a double crossfire setup. Wall instantly broken, but the plant might still be coming into fruition for C9. A beautiful flash out from Zelsis. BCJ still wins the fight for 2. Answering back here is going to be Leaf. More damage coming in onto BCJ, but he's doing his own. Teammates finally moving in, and it's not going to be looking good for C9 in the end. Wow. To the rescue. From the Thrash. Turned away after it's getting spammed by Zeppa.
No, come back. Come back.
Come back, little boy. Art. Out with the run it back at the Seekers, as we mentioned, the mosh onto the ground, and we can't move behind that all. Nice util coming out from EG. A cascade to push him back, and we're just pinned now inside Art. Until then, Zeppa answers back, Celsius 2, and the numbers are dwindling into the A site. The advantage then somehow comes back for C9.
That kill from Joggamo absolutely stalled it. Now they have to slow walk in. They're looking to draw with the plant. Oh, the
My God, what an answer back from the last 2 players from Ethan and Joggamo. GL for C9. And they don't want to relent right away. Run it back, already canceled by Joggamo. Marksman on the ground with the gravity well, and EG fights right back. Spike now down. Orb being picked up as well by Com. And it's up to Leaf for the heroic plays with Jakey.
Slow movement here from both. So they're actually going to wait this out. 17 seconds. They have the time to get this bot back, but they may just try to double peek together. BCJ's always been in the back. This is Com now.
Well, Jakey still open up the site. Ethan falls. Double swing back towards the back. And finally, we've turned it over for the attackers. Locked down onto the ground. Lees goes for the plant. Jakey holding towards the church. Spots one with the turret coming up. BCJ gets the wall back to Leaf. Now it's up to Jakey, but it's not going to happen. Busio moves in. Lockdown gets broken. And EG answers right back.
Round, if they can capitalize 8-4, still looking pretty good if Cloud9 can get it.
We talked about it here, Riv. Bring Jakey with you. And the flank watcher is going to have to be Leaf this time on that Killjoy. Thrash coming out. Oh no. Are we coming in for knife kills? Because that actually locked down 3 to Tame. What a Thrash.
And again, this one just happened too quick for the flank to get there, right? We saw that again. EG flipping the switch on a few rounds to get in the face of Cloud9, where if Cloud9 had a bit more time, that flank would have looked awesome. Oh, the pushback here.
The beauty here, the detain, the flasher really want to move in and get the knife. But it's gonna be still the kill coming in
from across the map to mosh pit your entry. So really, really big stuff there to be able to bring out that Gecko attack in the beginning of the round instead of just to deny other things.
Really big push battle inside middle. Still gonna be EG. Closing in now towards the B-Link, also towards Art. The fence now crumbles down for C9 inside the mid site of Pearl. EG now moving in, Rooney playing it passively, now position given away as he shoots his classic to break the Trailblazer. Ethan close, teammates just behind looking for the trades. Talked about the big shoes to fill. Up to Jason.
Possible.
Yeah, and with 2 players playing towards the A main, Nanoswarm on top. It's not gonna be easy here for Jakey. First contact off the Jiggle Peak.
Tough.
No help needed. EG puts the Pistol 9 hold this B site, but it's gonna be split. They also want this wingman plant.
Harbor wall's out. There he goes.
Zelsis looking to flash out, turns on the break. How can you do that? Rudy then answers in, but C9 fight back. They work out for 3 kills. The advantage coming in. Spike is still down. And now BCJ and Busio holding back towards the B pillar. Marshall and Bulldog. One salvage Spectre in the hands of Zeppa. Flash not getting information, so we know we're playing passively for EG. Now slowly scaling up. Curveball, double swing. BCJ lands on 2, but then Rooney comes out from the heavens. And so far, his sole role has been to try to stop this wingman. It's been good for 2 attempts so far.
I noticed that last round. It's like, I'm going for wingman again.
The Seekers, though, push in now for EG. Deniability coming out into the site. And a nice backstab for Chagamo. Through the high tide, connects onto a second, finally stopped by Leaf. But the counterattack from the Seekers on the defense, allowing Leaf to open things up towards the B site. Tap onto the spike. Everybody playing pulse plants, long range, and Leaf connects. An exchange back and forth, and it's up to
2v1.
Jump spot, trying to get this tap through. Halfway, forced to reload. But it looks like it is gonna come in for Cloud9.
C9 is just there all the time. Zelsis, we saw an attack. He went to that back hall. On defense, he's from that back hall. We get to play towards top. Anybody playing to try and get some suppressing fire. And here's Zelsis once again. Starts it off on BCJ.
Has to reload. And it's gonna be Zelsis still moving in to help the wingman get stopped. Lockdown also preventing from the attackers to move in for EG. Spike now down out in the open. The lurk doesn't work out towards the B-Link. Watched over by Leaf. Juggernaut trying to fight back. A second flash. Fully blinded as the high tide comes down. A perfect hold for C9.
Even better.
Players now in the back, Dizzy in the front. Players are blinded from a flash coming out from the attack too. And Busio's now moving in. Wingman looking for that plant, but everything gets broken. The Cove got broken. Wingman down. We fight back from the flowers. Flash in out from Celsius, pushing through the nebula, waiting for another one here. Continuing to spray. As the second flash moves through, that's not clear. The defenders of C9.
I think the smokes in sight didn't allow for the correct click on the plant. Wingman stopped short, open to that backside. Cloud9 stops the plant immediately, and EG was kind of left with their pants down on that one.
Oh, a mistake though. First one here coming out from C9. Capitalized by BCJ with a wall up, allowing Khan to move up and try to get a plant at least there. A spray through towards that pit. More deniability. 3 players all stacked up around this A side. The wall's about to come down. At least the plant comes in for EG, but there's almost no utility left, if not any utility at all. As we're waiting for the refresh from BCJ, who moves in for a fight. And another one coming in. A 1v1, but Celsius saves the day once again for C9. Plan finally successful from within.
Yeah, with Cove. Making sure it's super safe.
Already hiding inside the cove. As it gets broken, looking to run out, but it's still lead protecting his teammates. Here's the utility though on the pulse plant.
Oh, look at that lineup.
All the way up from A main. That comes down. That's gonna stop it for a little bit more. Still had the gravity well, so it was a combination on both. So C9 decides to opt to move towards the A main. Get all of these kills, leaving Calm on his lonesome. Right clicks, looking to ring, will not work out. C9 has tied the game 10-10 in this first map.
Destroy EG's economy as well as whatever strats they have going. Oh, Celsius again, forward.
But it detains to run it back.
Got the run it back detain. So huge actually grab there if they can't get it back.
You see it from EG's end, really trying to move in and try to pick it back up. Here comes the Seekers out. Oh, and a nice spray from Zeppa through a couple of smokes. It's still denying EG from moving in inside this A site.
Celsius.
My gosh. Phantom sprays on LAN. Zeppa answering back onto BCJ. And this half by stingers that are coming out does not work out for EG. How many?
A must round for Evil Geniuses. They put out all the util that will delay Cloud9. We'll see how much it matters.
It's Jogimo playing deep inside the site and he's by himself because we wanted to try to use the flashes to try to fight through. Try to run through, the wall comes up, the defuse is halfway by Rooney. It might be over right here. The grab blow actually pulls it out for a halfway to tap once again.
Oh, the util.
Nice shot by Busio. More util coming out. The fight from Celsius. Cross on the 2, but stopped by Busio. A 1v1. Looking for the plan. It can't be any safer. Triple Nattles coming through just to try to deny at least a push in. There goes the little wingman. Halfway up. Flash to deny it. The push coming out from C9. Everybody's playing the long range game from EG now.
Cosmic Divide, you create that fail-safe situation mostly with nobody being able to take it down. Celsius again starts it off.
4 more alive for EG to try to bring this into overtime. Another time that Celsius has to run it back. A curveball behind that comes out. Counter flash is coming out. The goop then. But the spike is not kills. Jake gets 2 kills. Lined up here from Calm by himself in a 5v1. It's not going to happen. Celsius are 3 on the board. And it's going to be the defuse for Rooney. C9 taking the first map, 13.
Wow. And we will focus, as Des said, on how the ultimates are worked, how much focus goes to these orbs, and how this Silver works, how Calm is going to make it. You know, the drone plays. Oh,
it works for this. The drone to fight info and the pitch back into the spawn. Oh, C9 falling like a deck of cards, and it's only Celsius. Was looking for that lurk.
Not again, Vance. The Thrifty again. It's on the plate here for Cloud9. It's blood in the water, and it looks like they're going to re-hit. They have yoinked all of Evil Geniuses over to this B site, and the rotation's going to be coming in. A quick trade and spawn.
Still got a dink onto Jake. As the rotation goes towards the A, same thing for EG, and the call comes out from Rooney to run back towards this gate. 2 players flanking out towards the top as well. And that's BCJ and Calm working together. Another recon dart available for the retake. It's gonna be the turret spawning one first. Here towards the back of the boxes. It's still gonna be Celsius dancing around. And now on the jump. A save from behind, the paint shells to flush out BCJ. Gets that headshot as well. It's a 1v1, has to reload the weapon as the aftershock comes out. Position given away by Rooney. But Rooney's been a beast, always with the Sheriff's on pistol. Fault line, picks up the Phantom, then gets the kill. A dirty round for C9 to answer back and tie the game.
They do it again.
The bottom from the top of the B site. And we're just gonna have to fall away whenever we can. Oh, somehow!
Burn down!
That works out, but Calm got detained. Celsius moves in to even up the tally on a 4 versus 4. Spike down, picked up then by Jakey to plan it down. But it gets the 9, he runs right into it! BCJ!
Spike down.
With the orbital strike, drops the spike.
Oh my gosh, so much denial utility, so much stopping each other. We see Celsius there still playing like he's on Phoenix as he rushes spawn for a frag. And they are back to setting up on this post plant on the shoulders of evil geniuses.
Still very important on how Zelsis is playing. He has an alarm bot being set up here. Should be towards that spawn at the Jenny. So they have all the time in the world to move forward and get the spike for our plant. Maybe saw a sliver of at least one player towards long and lead. Going long range, a 4K into the round, just tapping away. Jakey really wants to fight this. I mean, he's used all of his utilities, so why the hell not? 3 smokes on the ground, Molly's already up. The Molly makes some noise, so he's playing the off angle on top of the rafters. Flash from the peak, lines up for the 2, but gets the save from Joggimo here. Speaking about EG.
So much chaos.
Surely. Rooney's looking for this save, but it's not going to happen because BCG's behind. Zeppa now left for a clutch situation as he gets greeted by a showstopper. An easier retake thanks to the ultimates that we can't.
Rotating all the way to the other side. Zelsis is going to join and make sure there's no flank coming through here. They set up the play. Ethan trying to stall, and again, that's what EG need to do. That's what the pressure is on the C9.
30 seconds
Tried to crossfire first and window of opportunity to try to get the pick onto drop, but it's still Jake. That gets the opening kill. Beautiful flash from Lee. Calm cannot answer back enough.
Yo.
Spike down A.
We've seen the op before from Bustio in a different agent, this time on a Killjoy. A 2 versus 1 as the spike goes down. Placed down by Zelsis. It's not going to be an easy task now for Bustio, who's moving up slowly. Alarmbot in the flash, avoids it. No swing coming through. Bait and switch. And it's still going to be Leaf. Solo play, not even needed from Zelsis. Yeah. The quadrants for EG into this round.
Trail.
Seekers then on the attack, and the weakest point that's not being watched, that's not being covered, is towards the bottom A side. And that's exactly where C9 is moving into. Nanoswarms have tried to delay as much as they can, but Zeppa still satchels in. Bustio still lands up
Spike down
with an operator shot, though. That falls Rooney. Trying to stop this all, the least. Jake moving in, lining up Tartu.
Yeah, grenade.
The spike's about to get planted. Bustio gets a nice little close range onto Zeppa. Aftershock to deny the plant from C9, and it becomes a 2 versus 1 for Zelsis.
He's had these situations in his favor. This series has kind of been in Zelsis' hands for Cloud9 to keep pushing forward, leading the team with those rounds. Can he do it here in the 2v1?
Not with that
the
shot.
operator shot. Bustio says not even.
Shields, off shot misses, spotting a lot of players towards the arcade.
EG's trying to take more space. The dart gives satellite control over. They're rotating around already. The 4v4, but do they know there's a flank coming in?
The flanks coming from the arcade. The owl drone, fault line then. Not affected as Zeppa. Aftershock then, and the flank is spotted by Jake. Great positioning, great awareness, great hold. And even a Rolling Thunder on the attack, post plant to delay. Making it even harder for EG to come back in. Everything that they used to try to come into the site has been denied, so it has to now come down to gunfights. Works out for an entry. Jake falls, a 3v3 Rolling Thunder available at this point. It's gonna be used towards the spawn. Aftershock then coming from the heavens. EG can now focus on covering up towards that B site at the heavens and fully stunned. Calm gets the kill, but the last 2 at tree side. The lineup in the front, the protection from Ethan, but it's still Leaf. And we are just swarming it in here, trying to play that pulse plan, and already aggressive enough so they could actually try to push it if they want to break the lockdown. C9 chooses otherwise, because Utility's gonna do the job. And close range is a showstopper out, still connects, 1 for 1. And here comes for EG on the retake. 100's Fury out from the spawn as well from Calm. 1 watching the flank, Jake greeted by BCG close range. EG coming in with the player advantage. Rooney inside the site, no util left. Full line up in 1. Now stop by Calm. Leaf, can you clutch again? Tapping onto the spike, dropping down. Cannot get it done. EG will salvage the last.
You see Leaf coming down. And aggression already. Cloud9 says, nah, we're still on attack right now. I don't know if you knew this, BCJ though!
Well, they were ready for that.
Yeah, we're real ready. Great job, and that has to be the read. Cloud9 did the same thing on Pearl. Why wouldn't they do the same thing here on Fracture? EG tries to make it to the site, but Rooney's there to trade 1.
The idea was still pretty good for C9. The Trailblazers are long.
The It started as a 5v4 last time too. Post-plant position fully set up.
Okay, so Busio, here's the flash coming in from the flank. Here's a lot of footsteps now. And trying to bait the smoke behind him so he can play towards the front, and he gets pinned in the end. Weapon now dropped. Salvage here. It's a phantom in the hands of Jake. Trying to get a push out. A shot long range does not work out for BCG. This is not looking good at all. It's a Jordy. It's come by himself.
Standing ahead.
Weapons are all down. Spike looking to be defused at halfway. A flick, the flick, but it's still.
Do it again.
Another 50 from C9.
Calling my bot.
That's what we're talking about there. The turret set up. The rope's over. A 5-player head now towards the A site. Seekers just to try to slow down for a bit, but this is still an open site for EG to plant. And it's Ka moving in forward, passing it over to Ethan for the plant. So it could be one way from getting a Rolling Thunder right after. But C9 just wants to fight right away. As the spike gets planted, already 2 players have been dropped for EG. Make that even 3. And then the transfer from Wallbang onto Jogimo. Ethan, heroic efforts, but stopped right away. As we had no
Grab.
Scout destroyed. Hawk out.
timeouts don't even look like they're working so far for EG. Not even on this moment.
Already?
Look at the stop, the push forward, orbital strike then on the defenders, but a double flank coming in. Funnily now pinching EG, forcing him to drop here towards the A site. Jake waiting, but Jogmo drops on the ground and kills him as soon as he lands.
Are they playing deathmatch? They're literally just holding W here and instantly finding players around the corners, double clears for each other, so you don't have to second guess what you're looking at. Orchestrated so well here by C9. Again, EG's left in a scattered post plant, but they waited this one out. Numbers up now, and they should be able to find out what's going on.
We've seen Rooney before in these situations, not only IGL, but could potentially be one of those good IGL fraggers that we've been praising so far on the international stage. So far as dropping one has a showstopper, not a showstopper, a Rolling Thunder. But as it goes for the bait.
A bit faster here. C9 already on their back fans.
EG doing good. Recon dart to clear out towards the arcade. Seekers as 2 more players once again run behind it. And that is going to be that deadly duo, Zeppo and Leaf. Jake holding up towards the B-side heaven.
C9.
And Celsius is spraying through the smoke, denying the push coming up from the arcade. Lockdown still available. 3 ults available for the remaining 3 players of EG. As the lockdown looks to get put at least, but it gets stopped. Looking for an opportunity potentially to punish C9. They're trying to go aggressive, but C9 plays the protocol, plays the patience.
Zeppa as well, with the help of Leaf down at B stairs, grabs the showstopper ultimate if they need it, and there's the Rolling Thunder we were looking for.
Bye. And then the showstopper by Com! Gets through with help from Lucio! And the 2 players comes in for the save!
Through the arcade lane, up into sight.
With 2 players detained, should be looking like an easy plant now. Is still trying to decide where to go here. Finally, it's going to be planted safely towards long. As Smokes
Plant again.
up here for the
30
plant.
seconds left.
Be a 5 versus 5 retake.
The Spice.
Connects
Quick
here
trades.
with the showstopper from Jogimo. Head-to-head against Celsius. Paint shells it into the front at the canteen. Jake looking to flank around with the assist from the flash coming out from the lead. A 2 versus 2. Calm long range shock darts available, but looking to fight 1v1 in the front against Leaf. The tap once again after the spike. Busio comes in from the heavens. Leaf now on a 2 versus 1. Breaks the turret onto another tap. Picks up a full gun. Phantom coming in. Now with that shot, we know that Leaf's not on that plan. Busio low on HP.
Great
well done for EG towards the end.
Convert this 5v4. Rolling Thunder is there from Ethan if they decide to go canteen to spawn. Looks like he's actually set up just for a flash around
Wait on
the
the
corner.
top. Okay, stopped by BCJ after all, but Rooney! Was that through smokes? It was through smokes. BCJ and Ethan falls. 2v2 now in. And look at that, EG giving so much respect. We're like, okay, let's go back towards A. But that's where Rooney's rotating towards too.
Rooney having ridiculous impact this game. What, 14, 15, 14 is his score?
This timing,
So much.
he's gonna hear it coming. 1 body shot. And he gets it! A floor kill for Rooney!
VCT America's stage, Rooney has put himself on a list of people to watch. We'll see here. Jogmo trying to gain entrance into the site. It's going to be a slow retake from Cloud9 as they set things up. Rooney, however, starts it on Boostio.
This might be over right here. Com doesn't want to go down without a fight, though. Answering back with 2 kills of his own, making it a 3 versus 3. Spike has made its way into the A site, and BCJ is finally starting that plant, looking to be denied by paint shells moving in. It gets done safely as BCJ down to 30 HP, Molly to deny towards the push from spawn, but Zeppa is looking for the heroic play. While Zessus rotated up towards the heavens. Zelsis gets the wall bang. 2 versus 2. It's not planted here for EG. This could get dangerous right now. Finally outside from the A main. Shark dart onto the ground. Will the second one land? It will not.
Wait!
It will not work either. We get the full defuse. And just like that, C9 wins the series versus the